And we are live. What's going on there, YouTube? SEO0320. Got CinnaGaming here. What's up, Mel?
Hey, what's going on, man?
So this is issue number 1 of JVS Presents CinnaGaming Comic Corner. This is going to be a live stream. What we're going to try to do as best we can is each week we'll try to give y'all like one video that basically kind of categorize like comics that we kind of fleshed out throughout maybe like the past few weeks, or even maybe just the Wednesday of, because normally comics come out on Wednesdays, right? For DC, for Marvel, for Image, or whatever, Dark Horse. And we've got some interesting comics we want to kind of go over with y'all. We're going to be also recording on the HD camera as well, so we'll also be able to feature on Cinna's channel if he wants to. But we're just going to have fun with this. So I'm not sure how many of y'all are comic book fans. Most of y'all, I assume, are. So, all right. Cinna, so what did you pick up today?
Oh, we're jumping right into it?
Yeah, let's just get into it, man. This is some fun stuff because I got a lot of crap over here, to say the least. And I know you've read a lot more than I have. I also picked this up. I don't know if you got it, but it's the Captain America 75th Anniversary magazine. Got a lot of interesting details inside of it about the Winter Soldier movie that they're about to come out with. And me and this guy and Joe, we're all going to be going to see the Winter Soldier tomorrow. So we hopefully give y'all an advance.
Civil War.
yeah. Civil War. What did I say?
Winter Soldier.
Oh, snap. Yeah, Civil War. We're going to see Civil War tomorrow. So hopefully give y'all an advance non-spoiler review for that. But yeah, so what came out today that you were kind of like pressed for?
Wait, what came out today again?
So
nah, I'm joking.
I was about to be like,
all right, so I'm gonna leave the best for last. So the new Spider-Gwen came out.
ooh-wee.
Let me grab. Oh, here it is. So the new Spider-Gwen came out. This is the original cover, and then I have the variant cover.
Oh my God! Look at that variant, y'all. Y'all see that?
There was a few variant covers, and it took me like literally. I was in the store for like half an hour just trying to decide which variants to choose from.
Yeah, this is actually pretty dope, man. So who's that on the cover? So it says Spider-Woman. I don't understand. What's Spider-Woman? Is that a new series that's coming out?
Oh, yeah, actually, that is actually a new series. It's called Spider-Woman Alpha.
Okay.
And I actually also have that.
Oh, okay.
Right here, number 1. So that's if you read what was it, Spider-Verse, I think it was. These 3 characters, they kind of get together, and their comic books, yeah, it just shows kind of their story. Okay. So I guess they decided. I haven't really read that. Well, I haven't read it yet, but I'm assuming it's a story between them 3 during the Spider-Verse phase, and I guess kind of a spinoff.
So it's got Spider-Woman, Spider-Gwen, and Silk.
Yes.
So Silk is actually pretty legit. So if you, I don't know if you know, you probably know more than me. So Silk has augmented powers more than Spider-Man.
Yeah, she's actually more powerful.
She's more powerful. She's quicker, and her webs, they come out of everywhere. Something like that.
For her fingertips.
Oh yeah. Okay. So that's actually pretty interesting. So you think this is probably a good read for them?
We're about to find out.
It's a hit or miss.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be kind of interesting. I think the Spider-Woman character is really interesting.
Yeah.
Jessica Drew, which is Spider-Woman, I like her character. She's pretty interesting as well.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I thought Jessica Drew was like pregnant, so she's had her baby already.
Yeah, she already had the baby.
Okay, because that threw me off. The first issue, I saw her like pregnant, and I was like, how is she gonna be a crime fighter pregnant? So she's had her baby.
Yeah, and she actually does fight crime while being pregnant.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, she doesn't go extreme, but she's put in situations where she has to defend herself.
Okay. All right. So what else you got, Melvin?
And then I got Spider-Man issue number 10.
Okay.
This is the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 10.
Dude, I don't know why, but this comic, the artwork for the covers are so epic. Like, I love every single piece of artwork that they've had. So this was issue number 9 right here. I had this one myself, and it's just amazing artwork, man. The stylization for it, since issue number 1, I think they stayed consistent with it. I'm not sure who the cover artist is. I see Slott, Smith, Garcia, and Garmonke. But I'm not sure who the actual cover artist is actually doing the art, but they're doing a great job with it. So, do you recommend people checking out Amazing Spider-Man right now? I mean, it's your favorite. I know it's your favorite character, but in all honesty, like, do you think that this would be a good, viable option for them to check out?
Let me see. I feel like the prior stories were a lot better. I mean, those are pretty damn epic. Yeah. This one, it's pretty good. It's kind of a change where the new universe now, and it's a little bit different. I don't think the Zodiac, which is the enemy that he's facing in this, I don't think they really did something too exciting about him. But this guy, I mean, he's been getting some hype. This is Leo on the cover here, and I'm interested to see what happens in this one. Yeah.
So I don't know if y'all can all see it, but it's actually pretty dope. The thing is, I was gonna ask you. This is really an open-ended question for you. Now, there's another Spider-Man in town that I actually was able to collect. These are hip hop album covers that me and him actually have a couple of them, which we're gonna show y'all a couple of exclusives. But this is Miles Morales. He is now Spider-Man. So there's Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man. So what's the difference in the comics, and which one are you more inclined to read?
Oh, definitely this one.
Okay, so why? What is it?
Well, I mean, it's a new character. Yeah. And as you can see on this cover here, he's black. Yeah. So I think that makes the character really intriguing. And I guess to get into more detail, he's actually half black, or half black and half Hispanic. Yeah. So I guess that relates to both of us right here.
Yeah, man. Like, we are Miles Morales. Matter of fact, this guy right here, if I end up getting him at New York Comic Con, I was like, you need to be Miles Morales Spider-Man. So that would be actually pretty dope if you would be. But so you're saying that as far as the story is concerned, it's actually pretty awesome. But what about the artwork, or as far as the illustrations? How is the illustrations inside versus Amazing Spider-Man? Which one looks kind of better?
Well, actually, they're both pretty good. Okay. I think Amazing Spider-Man has an advantage because it's kind of more colors in there, and it makes it stand out more. Yeah. But this one is really nice as well.
Yeah. So this is a good pickup if you can actually find. I think now we're on issue number 3.
Yeah, we're on number 3 now.
So if you try to pick it up, see if you can get like issue number 1, number 2. Actually, issue number 2 and 1 were some of my favorites. Number 2, like, is actually pretty thought-provoking for me because it went into some multicultural ideals. Like, he's actually faced with like fame, and people I guess were like, oh well, he's a black Hispanic character, so now everybody should just gravitate towards him versus I want to be a hero for me. And I actually really did appreciate that. I thought it was actually pretty dope. So
one thing else about Miles Morales, Spider-Man, he's part of the Avengers, the all different Avengers.
Oh, okay. So is it him and the Amazing Spider-Man are part of the Avengers, or is it just him?
It's just him.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so
he got some weight.
If you didn't know, yeah, there you go.
He's got some heavy weight. All right, so what's the biggest thing? Because we got a couple variants with this one.
The biggest thing, and this one I'm really excited to read it. Probably gonna read it as soon as I get home. Is Gwen-Pool.
Ooh-wee.
Like what is this? Gwen Deadpool? Like, yeah. And then that's pretty much exactly what it is. But I mean, just by looking at it, like, I want to find out what's going on. I was very intrigued when I saw the cover. I mean, I already knew it was coming out, of course, but when I saw it in the store, like all the different variants, I was like, yeah, this is definitely something you want to pick up.
Yeah, it's like, what is this? Now, a thing I'll say is that with this, they actually have some really dope variants. I actually was able to pick up the variants for it. So I got one here that's actually really looks like an action figure version of Gwen-Pool. I mean, just having Gwen Stacy as Deadpool kind of character, what does that mean? Like, what are her real abilities? Does she have a healing factor? What is her connection with Deadpool? And then they had another variant, which this is a hip hop album cover. And I thought this was freaking epic. I think it shows like right here, love, what does that say?
I love macking on him.
I love macking on her. And then it's got bullet shells around her. And then her hair is just kind of fluffed with pink. It's just really dope. Like, I mean, I think that these are actually really intriguing. There's actually a higher
is just growing, and it's really interesting to see like where this is gonna go. I mean, right now I really have no expectations. I really just want to read it and see how the story goes.
So I mean, for you, you seem like you're a really big Gwen Stacy, or no, like not even Spider-Man, but like Spider-Gwen fan.
Yeah.
So what is Spider-Gwen meant for you as a character since her debut in Edge of Spider-Verse, if I'm not mistaken?
For me, it is basically a different character getting bit by the spider.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see Gwen Stacy becoming the new Spider-Man. Of course, if you don't know, Peter Parker became the Lizard and he was killed by Spider-Gwen. And it's actually really interesting because in this universe, it's like all the characters, Marvel characters, they have kind of like a different personality. They're a different person.
Yeah.
Frank Castle, he's a detective here, and he's actually chasing Gwen Stacy. We have Matt Murdock, Daredevil, who's actually the bad guy working for the Kingpin. He's also a lawyer. But he's a bad guy. I mean, he works for the Kingpin. The Kingpin still ends up being a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but Harry Osborn is in here as well, and he plays a pretty interesting role. So I mean, the character is basically a whole new universe, and it's interesting. I want to keep exploring it.
Yeah. So I'm definitely hyped for that. I actually collected the first 5, I think it was, after Edge of Spider-Verse, and then now they've got the radioactive version, which basically is kind of a remake, a rehash of the same thing. But now it's kind of continued on. What issue is they stopped on? Was it like 9?
I think no. Right now it's on number 6.
Number 6. Okay.
And in this one, the whole thing's kind of confusing. This is Captain America, who was a female, who's a black female in this, and she's right now, they're kind of interacting. Can't remember if I finished reading the comic, because I'm sorry, but I read so many comics, sometimes I get the stories mixed up. But yeah, the last one is about with Captain America, who's a female.
Wow.
So yeah, it's like all the characters are different.
So it's really intriguing and engaging because it's a different rehash on everything. So it's not just Spider-Gwen herself. She's probably an intriguing character because she's alive in this when Peter's dead. But then the world around her is even more so evolved. Is she part of the Avengers in any capacity, or she's just kind of like doing her own thing, kind of like Peter was doing initially? Yeah,
she's kind of doing her own thing. She interacts a lot with Spider-Woman, aka Jessica Drew.
Okay.
Yeah, they're actually pretty good friends. So in the comics, you kind of see them. She actually goes to Spider-Woman, I think in issue number 3 in Radioactive, and I guess she was trying to kind of figure out like who she was.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So I would recommend y'all check out Spider-Gwen. Now I've got a couple surprises because y'all know I'm a DC junkie. I'm also like an Image Comics junkie, and so I love other alternative things. Now Boom came out with a comic series, and it kind of came out of nowhere. But it was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I don't have the regular versions, but I do have the variants. I've not actually read the comics, but I do have the actual images for them. So this is issue number 1. This is Tommy Oliver himself, the Green Ranger. You can see him with, what is it? What is the name of that sword? I forgot the name of that sword because it's not Saba. I can't remember.
I forgot.
But either way, the artwork is amazing. I really appreciated the way they did that. Not just that, everybody has said that this comic book series is actually really good. And then I ended up picking up number 2 just yesterday, and this is the Dragon Zord. And I was like, this is freaking awesome as well. So I thought that this were 2 big ones that I really wanted to pick up. I just didn't know how good the comics were. So what I'm going to have to end up doing is getting them, getting the digital versions for them. So then I got like something I want to lead off on. Then
oh no,
I got this, and I don't have issue number 1, the regular version, but I do have one of the highest demanded, just as much as Gwen-Pool, the Black Panther. So I'll show you the variants that I actually have. I'll go one by one. So the first variant right here, this is more of the sketch variant. This is really awesome to see T'Challa, seeing him as the philanthropist, the scientist, seeing him in costume, seeing him like kind of the metamorphosis of how they wanted to design him in general. I thought that this was really well served, and I was like, I have to get this variant. Okay, that was one. This next one, which is actually the more expensive one, this variant right here, showing him in the woods. But if you look at the very bottom of it, it actually shows all these different like fists up in the air and fire up in the air, and so it's kind of like a legacy kind of thing. Everybody has said that this comic was actually really good. I think it averaged like a 9 out of 10. I've yet to read it yet, but I am super hyped too. I have to pick up my issue number 1 from my comic book store. The main thing I wanted to do is make sure I got the variants. And then last but not least, I had to get the hip hop album cover. Like, I was like, is that Biggie? I was like, this is so freaking awesome of a hip hop cover. And I think this is one of the highest demanded ones. And I think that the person that did this one, this was Still Freeze, that actually did the cover part of this one. And I think he also did this cover as well. So Still Freeze is actually a really good rendered artist that does a lot of the concepts for most of these. So hopefully y'all have picked up your issue number 1. If you've not, make sure you go and get the second printing for it, because it is on high demand everywhere. And I know that you wanted to get issue number 1 as well. But yeah.
Oh, you said it's on high demand, the second printing?
Mm-hmm. Well, just in general.
Does the second printing hold the same value as the first print?
Nope.
There you go.
Nope.
And you said it had a lot of ratings. So far, it came out April 6th.
Mm-hmm.
So far, it has 660 ratings. I mean, this is the highest I have ever seen in such a short time frame.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm checking on the Marvel Comics app on my phone. 660 ratings. It has 4.5 stars.
That's so dope. So you already heard first. Now, y'all would think that we're done. We don't have anything else left.
I mean, how could we have anything
Why?
else left?
What else more could we have? You see this hat? Do you see this joker right here? This is the Batman. Okay. So, what better way of representing Batman than giving one of his more exclusive titles, the 3rd edition, the Master Race? I'm talking about that Dark Knight Returns 3, the Master Race. So I have all the issues. It's only been 1 through 3. I've not opened one. I'm not opened any of these. I'm not gonna touch them. I also picked up Europa, that was actually did the cover art by Jim Lee. Jim Lee is one of my favorites. Like, one of my favorites. If you want to know anything to me, I love Jim Lee's artwork. I mean, he's gone from broad range of Marvel stuff, Image stuff, back to DC, and like now the platform with the new DC Rebirth, him and Jeff Johns and some of the other artists, they're all recapping everything that they're going to be doing as far as the comic book world, and that's going to eventually evolve into the cinematic universe. Now, because I was not going to open these, I was like, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to get the digital version? I was like, you know what? I got to upgrade, you know? So I got in book form right here, which we're going to unbox for the very first time, each one of the issues. So this is right here. This is book number 1. You can see it right here. There you go. This is book number 2. So dope. And then this is book number 3. So if Jim Lee, by some chance, actually listens to this, dude, these are amazing looking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open these up for the first time. I'll show y'all briefly a few pages to skim over them. And I'll read these when I get home. And I think that, well, I'm already home. When I get some downtime, and I'll try to do reviews for each one of these. And probably you'll do a review for Gwen-Pool.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so, all right. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Joe didn't want me to open it. Joe was like, no, don't open this. But I was like, you know what? I can't help it. I mean, I gotta do it. Oh. Oh man, Jeremy's gonna be like, what is wrong with this engine? Oh wow, this feels so awesome. Yo, feel this.
Yeah.
That is so dope. So, all right, so I've got it open. Let's open up the first page of it.
Darkness.
Black, nothing but darkness, nothing less. This is so dope, man. The pages, y'all, they are so tight. Like, literally, they feel thick. Each page feels very thick. I'm just going to skim through a little bit. But if you can look in here, all this looks amazing. Like from the details, from everything that they've actually put into the scope of this, I mean, it just looks awesome. So that is for book one. That's my unboxing for books one. There's not much in here other than just the comic. This is really just the comic in general. So I will go through book two, and then I'll let you do the honors for three. So we go ahead and open up book number two. All right. And then we'll be out of here. And if y'all have any comments or any suggestions of comics that y'all want us to check out, anything that y'all are currently watching or reading rather, let us know in the comment section. Maybe we can do like a Q&A of like some that we would find like maybe we would like to get into just from your recommendation. So here's this one. Got Superman in the background. I was like, this is the one I actually bought first. I actually had to reorder issue number one for this, but I actually have it. So basically, if you have a drawer and you actually have like a box yourself with your comic book, make sure you let your provider know that you want the hardened edition, and they can actually have these ordered just like you would normal comics. So these can be in flux, and they can have them ordered to you, and then you can keep them. So that's what I was able to do. That's the reason I'm able to get each one of these. So I open it up so you can see a little bit. I don't want to spoil too much, but as you can see, I mean, it's such a great buy. I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is just beautiful. So, I mean, to say the least, I mean, I think that this is essential. Like, this is something that if you don't want to open or touch the comic, then you should definitely get this. I wish more comics actually did this, so I would never have to touch the ones that I have. I would spend extra money if it's worth it. I'll let Cinna do the honors for book number three. Another thing that's interesting to see is that when you line them up, they actually start forming a picture. I think it's going to be exactly 7. So just stay tuned for that. Each time these come out, I'm going to get one, and I'll maybe show you all my perspective on it, or even give you a review for it. So, all right, Cinna has opened it up. Got it here. Let me flesh through a little bit. Oh, wow. Oh, snap. I don't know what's going down, but it looks serious. But either way, I mean, would you personally, you know, whether this was DC, Marvel, Image, Dark Horse, would you buy something like this?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because, I mean, I think this is an awesome marketing move. Because, I mean...
Put on the side here. Yeah, I'm trying to look at the picture here.
Yeah, because the picture is actually forming on the side. Maybe I can try to show them. See that? So I don't know what the picture is going to formulate, but it looks pretty awesome. It looks really awesome. So I don't have anything else, Cinna. You got any final closing thoughts? What are your honest opinions since the last 3 weeks? What are the essential comics? If you had to pick 3 comics, the last 3 weeks.
Man, you used to put me on the spot right now.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're gonna say one is Black Panther, for sure, if they can find it. Issue number 1.
Oh.
And what are maybe 2 more?
That's really tough. Can I look at my phone?
You can. I mean, what my honest thoughts were was, I mean, you gotta make sure you stay tuned, because in May, DC Rebirth is gonna be coming out, and they're gonna be coming out a new flush of stuff for that. But in addition to that, on Marvel's end, I think that there's a new arc that's about to start, Civil War II. So Civil War II is about to drop, if I'm not mistaken, in May at the same exact time. So if you're in the hype like we are for Civil War, like this is a whole different dimension to it, because now Steve Rogers at this point in time in the regular universe, he's an old man, but I think that he's getting a new comic book, because right now, what's his name? Sam
Wilson?
Sam Wilson is a featured. The Falcon is a featured Captain America, but there's gonna be a separate comic that's gonna say Steve Rogers, Captain America, kind of like Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man. It's gonna be the same kind of situation, because some kind of way Steve Rogers is gonna get young again. I think that's one that I'm gonna definitely start collecting, because I love Captain America.
Yes, I'm getting that one.
So I mean, just the turnoff for what they're gonna do for Civil War II, I'm really intrigued by that. And I mean, there's a lot they can do. I think Miss Marvel is going to be a big part of the Civil War II dynamic against Iron Man. He's always being pitted against somebody. I don't know, because he's the favorite. But like I said, I mean, the best thing I would recommend is try to pick up something like this. These previews, they actually show you a whole lot. That's how we were able to get the jump on the Black Panther. That's how we get the jump on Gwen-Pool. If you have these at any of your comic book locations, normally these are free. Sometimes it'll have like a barcode, but if you buy it with the comic, normally it's free. So I'd recommend you go and try to do that. And like I said, leave a like below if you enjoyed our long-winded unveils and unboxings of the different comics that we enjoy. But what were two you can think of?
Man, I can't narrow it down.
So I'll pick one for you. I'll pick Gwen-Pool and I'll pick Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean,
just not baseball, but Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's the two that I was thinking of.
Yeah. So
then to pick a third, for the third, I'll probably say the all new Avengers. The all new, all different Avengers.
So that is really good.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Old Man Logan is good. I enjoyed the all new, all different Wolverine. That's actually one of my favorites.
Okay.
I don't know how you guys are gonna feel about it, but I really enjoy that story as well.
Yeah, because I'm curious to see if the Wolverine that we know that got frozen in adamantium is ever gonna come back. Because that's kind of just been left to the side, and I've been waiting for that version of Wolverine to come back. Because I think now there's a new Wolverine. Yeah. I think X-23. She's now the new acting Wolverine.
Yeah. Her name is Laura Kinney.
Yeah.
She's well, I guess I could say it. She's actually a better assassin than Logan, the original Wolverine. But somehow she's able. All right. So these people, or the X-23s, or all the Wolverines. I'm sorry, the assassins. Their purpose is to kill. Like they're the perfect killing machine, and they can't fight it. Like it's just a natural instinct for them. They're killers. And Laura, she's actually able to resist killing people. And at one point, she's apologizing to Wolverine because Wolverine mentors and kind of trains her, and she apologizes to him like, "Oh, I'm sorry for not being able to kill this guy." He's like, "Well, what are you apologizing for? Like, this is something that we're not able to do. Yeah, and you're actually able to resist killing people." Yeah, it's a discipline that he's actually had a hard time actually doing. Yeah, and she's able to do it like it was nothing. Wow. So that's why I really enjoy it, and a lot of times I can kind of relate a lot to the character, so that's why I enjoy reading it. That's dope, man. Okay, well, without anything else, hopefully y'all have enjoyed this live stream. I'm sorry we weren't in the chat. We really wanted to make sure we stay focused with the comments and everything. But please leave your comments in the comment section below. Anything you have for Cinna. If you go to the description bar, you can also go and check out his channel. Check out anything he's got as far as reviews or even with gaming. But in general, go and try to subscribe because he's going to have a lot of featured things as far as reviews concerned. And not just that, we're going to be coming back hopefully next week, maybe Wednesday. Just don't quote us on that just yet. This is our first issue number 1. Issue number 2 is coming out. That's what we're calling it instead of episodes. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. And this man, CinnaGaming, is the man. And stay tuned. We got more coming. Peace. All right. Peace.